Temple Israel in suburban Detroit shared these pictures on social media. No one inside the temple or the synagogue's preschool and kindergarten were hurt. Today, the sheriff and faith leaders spoke to condemn anti-Semitism and called on members of the community to support each other.
Not here, not with us, not with our team, and not with law enforcement in Oakland County, but across the country, it's been allowed, and that's unacceptable. You know, you see kids at colleges getting yelled at and bullied and even physically assaulted simply because they're Jewish. We as a community, we as a nation have to stand up. I don't care what party you're in, I don't care what job you're in, whether it's in public or private venue, we have to stand up and say, no, this is unacceptable. Because as this gets normalized, you'll see it play out in real world.
Also, CBS News just obtained a photo of the suspect in that attack, Ayman Gonzalez. And joining me now is Anna Schecter, senior coordinating producer for the CBS News Crime and Public Safety Unit. Anna, what are you learning about that particular photo?
Good to be with you. Well, this photo was taken and edited together with that text, that yellow text you see there on your screen, prior to the attack. And Ghazali sent that to a family member in Lebanon right before the attack. You see there he's holding what looks like a semi-automatic rifle with a scope attached, and that the FBI says is the same weapon that he used in the attack, and he engaged in gunfire with the security guards and then turned the gun on himself. So this is the text you see there that you see in Arabic script. That is a verse from the Quran, and then there was another line that he wrote about vengeance. I should say, note that on March 5th, his two brothers who are members of the Hezbollah rocket unit in southern Lebanon, they were killed by an Israeli drone strike. Also, two of their children were killed, and a sister-in-law was injured. And community members in Dearborn Heights, Michigan, tell CBS News that he became reclusive. He was not showing up to work in the week following that attack. We also obtained surveillance video of him purchasing about $2,000 worth of fireworks. So he was planning this over the course of that week and also took that photo. There you see on your screen the synagogue after the attack. You see smoke billowing out. That is because when he rammed his vehicle in, a fire was ignited. And we learned, our own Jonah Kaplan just learned that when he rammed that vehicle through that hallway, there was an infant care room right there with 20 or 24 very young children. It really is unbelievable that no one was injured in this attack. You see there in those photos the extensive damage. There are charred photos, and you see the snacks that children left as they had to flee.
Oh, horrible to see those images, Anna. And you know, you mentioned that the suspect had ties to Hezbollah. Are we learning anything about the possibility that he was working with anyone else?
You know, we have asked, our London bureau has asked representatives of Hezbollah. No one confirmed that he had anything to do with the group, except for that he's the brother of two members of this group that were firing rockets into northern Israel. Now, we did learn from the Israel Defense Forces on Sunday that one of those brothers was a commander in that unit. But we don't know if he worked with anybody. That is at the heart of the FBI investigation that is still underway. We still have more questions. At this point, we don't have any reporting that indicates that he was being directed or helped by anyone.
Anna Schecter, thank you so much.